Hello, good morning class. So previously na-discuss na natin sa Module 1 yung moral and non-moral standards. And also na-discuss na natin yung definition ng ethics, yung implication ng ethics, and also yung importance ng ethics, especially in our everyday life. So we are here now in Module 2 and we will be discussing moral dilemmas. So let's first define ano nga ba yung dilemma. So dilemma is a situation in which a person is forced to choose between two or more conflicting choices or options, neither of which is acceptable. It does not typically involve a moral or ethical crisis, but a person or character's everyday life may change as a result of their decision. So dilemma, para lang siyang yung mga simple and basic situations that we encounter in our everyday life. But still, kahit na simple lang siya, yung decision from those dilemma is actually very important din siya since nakakaapekto siya dun sa buhay natin. So I have an example here para mas maintindihan nyo yung konsepto and definition ng dilemma. So you are just about to enter college for the first time. You are torn between renting a boarding house near the school or just going for the option of commuting, knowing that renting a boarding house will save you more time and money. But as a result, you won't be able to see your family often. So, asan nga ba yung dilemma dito? Asan yung mga options na pwede mong piliin? So, in option A, renting a boarding house. So, magre-rent ka ng boarding house malapit sa school nyo. So, in option B naman, magkukommute ka na lang papasok and pauwi galing school. So in each option, meron siyang advantage and disadvantages. Yun yung ibig sabihin na neither of which is acceptable. So in option A, ano nga ba yung magiging possible? Yung ano nga ba yung possible advantage and disadvantages niya? So yung advantages ng option A is mas malapit ka na sa school. So less hassle na siya, makakapag-save ka rin ng time. Pero ano nga ba yung disadvantages niya? Since magbo-boarding house ka na, hindi mo makikita yung family mo every day. So, there are possibilities na you will feel homesick. Since it is your first time to enter college. On the other hand naman, yung option B, which is magpag-commute. So, ano nga ba yung advantage and disadvantages ng pagko-commute? So, yung advantages niya is that makikita mo yung family mo every day, di ba? Kasi nga, every hapon is umuuwi ka sa bahay nyo. So, hindi ka makakaramdam ng homesick kasi nga, nakikita mo sila every day. Pero ano nga ba yung disadvantages din ng pag-commute? Is that mas hassle kasi nga mag-spend ka more time dun sa pagko-commute, especially kapag kamalayo yung distance ng bahay nyo sa school nyo. So yun yung ibig sabihin ng neither of which is acceptable. In each options, meron siyang downside and also advantages. So when dilemmas involve human actions which have moral implications, it is called moral dilemmas. So let's define what is moral dilemmas. So moral dilemmas are situations where persons who are called moral agents, so you are the moral agent, in the ethics are forced to choose between two or more conflicting options, neither of which resolves the situation in a morally acceptable way. So same din lang silang ng dilemma. Yung pinagkaiba lang nila is that when it comes to moral dilemmas, pinag-uusapan na natin dito yung morality or ano nga ba yung sa tingin natin tama at hindi. So according to Benjamin Labastin, by choosing one of the possible moral requirements, the person also fails on another. So I have an example here. So Anna believes that taking one's life is wrong and unjustifiable. So na-discuss din natin previously na ano nga ba yung mga moral standards. So this is the moral standard here. Kumbaga, si Anna naniniwala daw siya na yung pagpatay is unjustifiable and wrong. So yun yung moral standard niya dito sa example. Then let's continue. Unfortunately, her husband was comatose for almost a year, and there is a little hope that he will once again get back to his consciousness. Her resources are slowly depleting, and if she continues with the treatment of her husband, all of her resources will be gone. Anna was left with a choice just to resort to euthanasia or mercy killing. So asan nga ba yung conflicting options dito? Yung option A na option B. Yung option A niya is i-continue yung treatment ng husband niya. Yung option B naman is just mag-resort na lang siya to euthanasia or mercy killing or just to give up na lang yung buhay ng asawa niya. So ano nga ba yung advantages and disadvantages ng option A, which is yung pag-continue ng treatment. Yung advantages niya is that makikita pa rin niya. Kumbaga nga, andun pa rin yung asawa niya, nakikita niyang buhay. So she will just feel na parang maganda sa pakiramdam niya na nakikita niya yung asawa niyang buhay. Pero ano nga ba yung disadvantages niya? Possible na mauubos na rin yung pera niya, maghihirap siya. So yung advantage and disadvantages ng option A. In option B naman is yung pag-resort niya sa euthanasia. Ano nga ba yung advantages muna ng euthanasia is that matitigil na yung paghihirap ng asawa niya, and at the same time yung resources niya, yung pera niya is parang mag-e-end na rin, parang hindi na siya mag-focus dun sa treatment niya, so makakasave na rin siya ng pera niya para sa sarili niya. Pero ano nga ba yung disadvantages niya? Magko-conflict na siya dun sa paniniwala ni Anna na taking one's life is wrong. Kumbaga andun na yung moral conflict. And at the same time, yung disadvantages also ng pag-resort niya euthanasia is that hindi na rin niya makikita yung asawa niya kasi nga nag-give up na siya eh. Kumbaga nga nag-resort na siya to euthanasia. So, what are the crucial features of moral dilemmas naman? So, the agent is required to do each of the two or more actions. The agent can do each of the actions, but the agents cannot do both or all of the actions. So yun na nga. It's all about na parang isa lang yung dapat mong piliin between two choices. Kumbaga dapat mong piliin kung ano nga ba yung sa tingin mong mas maganda or kung ano nga ba yung mas best between one of those two options. So number 2, the agent thus seems condemned to moral failure. No matter what she does, she will do something wrong or fail to do something that she ought to do. So, yon yung crucial features ng moral dilemmas. So, according din kay Karen Allen, there are 3 conditions that must be present in moral dilemma. So, yung first condition is that the moral agent is obliged to make a decision about which course of action is best. So, kailangan ng moral agent, yung person, to choose only one option na kung saan sa tingin niya ano nga ba yung mas best na option to take. So, number 2, there must be different courses of action to choose from. So, kailangan yung option niya hindi lang iisa, kailangan 2 or more para masabi nating moral dilemma or kailangan 2 or more yung options. So in number 3, no matter what course of action is taken, some moral principle are always compromised. So there is no perfect solution in solving a problem.